Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Relaford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Relaford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Relaford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the online Radio Box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Relaford on the Jeff Relaford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live here on another episode of the newly named Life Coach Jeff Show. Okay. Now, we used to be the Jeff Relaford Show, but now we're just taking on the title, y'all. So for my listeners out there, nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is just the name. So instead of the Jeff Relaford Show, it's going to be called the Life Coach Jeff Show now. So, y'all, this is the first episode of the Life Coach Jeff Show here on WCHI Biggs Radio Chicago, baby, from the A-Track to the latest app. We got you. So we're going to have great conversation for today, y'all. Y'all know I just got one announcement that I got to make, or a couple. A couple. So let me go ahead and make this one real quick. So big shout out to Shateria Beauty, okay? Chicago's #1 vegan hair care brand, all right? Now, listen, I can't make this up. These people are out here giving cancer patients their hair back, okay? This is real life. This is what they do. By T.L. Williams and his lovely wife, Ruby Goldsmoke. They are Chicago's #1 vegan hair care line. I'm telling you, man. If I could really just get in and show y'all the mains. Oh, that is a much better shot. Look at that. Look at the mains on that, okay? That is what their hair care line does for your hair. Now, I ain't got a lot of hair to work with, but y'all got more than me, okay? So, y'all tap in to Shateria Beauty. That's SHATERIA Beauty.com, okay? Where you can go ahead and get all your hair care needs. Oh, and listen, y'all, your boy Life Coach Jeff is going to be hosting a show, okay? So I got to let y'all know about this, all right? Got to let y'all know about this. This is the Second Chance Outreach. They are presenting the Black History Month celebration, The Sound of Gospel, okay? A musical anthology depicting the rich history and evolution of gospel music. Now, your boy Life Coach Jeff is going to be hosting this. This is February 21st, a Saturday at 7 p.m. And none other than who's coming after me, Julian St. Chris, will be on the ones and twos for the intermission, y'all. So when I tell you it's going to be a nice Biggs Radio studded event, we have the pleasure of hosting The Sound of Gospel, a musical anthology depicting the rich history and evolution of gospel music. Once again, this is February 21st at the Mark Spencer Auditorium at 900 Jerry Street in Gary, Indiana. We will be giving away tickets for this as well, y'all. Real talk. So y'all stay tuned, tapped into that. We're going to work on some things so we can make sure we get those tickets out to you for those that would like to come. So, y'all know how I do, baby. We like to get right into the conversation here. So this is the deal. Okay, this is the deal. Today I have somebody on who is always rocking with me, right? She always rocking with me. She always making sure things are taken care of on my end, okay? We have none other than my manager, Midwest Ash, in the building, y'all.
Hi, thank you so much, Jeff. Hi, family.
Yeah, girl, I appreciate you coming on because you've been on a couple times before.
Yes.
But what we want to do is we want to make sure they get reacclimated to you. So go ahead, introduce yourself to the people and let them know who you are and what it is you do, girl.
Again, my name is Midwest Ash. I am the CEO and founder of Ash Ties Your Biz, which is a media management and event specialist company. And I currently have 5 clients that I am in charge of all of their media management, as well as all of their events. So I am an event coordinator for anybody that needs coordinating of their event.
Boom, baby. And she's also a momager as well.
Yes.
Go ahead. Talk about that too, girl.
Okay. Yes.
ahead.
So I'm a momager. So if a lot of people don't know what the word is, it is a mom and a manager together. So I do have an 8-year-old son who will be chiming in on our discussion of today.
Okay.
And he does some modeling events. He has got accepted to John Casablanca, which is a modeling agency in Chicago.
Okay.
And he is also a basketball and a football player that I manage careers for that as well.
There we go.
Yes.
Now, y'all see the setup we got. I want to let y'all know y'all can sit on the couch as well. I need to let y'all know that. So for my people who are watching the live stream, you come to the studio, you can be a little comfortable too.
Yeah.
Don't we like comfortability?
I do. And I need it for my illness.
No, but this is great though, because overall, we got different angles we can do it. We got different, ways that we can make sure that the people feel good when they're here. So
I agree. You have actually, if you guys come to the studio in Lake Station, Jeff has about 5 different setups that he has in the studio. So if you're interested in having a different background for your podcast or radio show, get at Jeff.
See, that's the manager's job. It never stops, y'all. It never stops. That's how it's supposed to be. It's amazing. It's beautiful. But let's get into this conversation, yo, because the thing is, okay, this is the deal. What we are supposed to talk about today is the anxious generation, okay? Yes. And I want to let y'all know why we are having this discussion today. We're having this discussion because the younger generation of today, as me and Ash talked about earlier, is dubbed the anxious generation, right? And with them being dubbed the anxious generation, it has to do with social media.
Yes.
How social media is impacting them.
Yes.
And also taking a turn with them in mental health.
It is.
Right?
It is, yes.
Go ahead, elaborate on that just a little bit.
So Gen Z is actually the generation that came in 1995. Mm-hmm. That's the generation now.
Okay.
And so let me, I don't know if everybody can see. This is the book that we're going to be discussing. So I'm actually on the PTO board at my son's school, Homer Eddings in Maryville, Indiana. And we are reading this book, The Anxious Generation, How the Great Rewiring of Childhood is Causing an Epidemic of Mental Illness. This is a subject that people are not talking about. They're not talking about the difference of this new age generation with social media. I'm also going to add, I'm going to add the radio, and I'm going to add TV to that as well. Very different from how we grew up. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go in, we're going to chime into the first 2 chapters.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go ahead. So what do we have for the first chapter here? This discussion.
Yeah.
With the book.
So the first chapter is growing up on Mars.
Okay.
Yeah. So quoting from the book, it says, "Let children grow up on Earth first before sending them to Mars." Okay.
Okay.
And so I feel like we overprotect the children in the real world, but now we have this virtual world now that has taken place. It really got big when the front camera came into play, and that was in 2010.
Okay, you talking about the front facing camera? Like
yes.
When we started actually implementing that on our cell phones,
yes,
and using like Ronin DJIs, all that other stuff like that to capture those moments.
That was in 2010.
Wow,
is when the change happened with this new generation and the things that they are taking in mentally, and that has trickled down into their physical.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are, I don't know if people are paying attention to, the world is more open to people expressing their disorders.
Very true. You know what? And I've noticed that. Back then when we were younger, there used to be a time when we wouldn't talk about certain things like that were going on with us. We didn't have more of a mental illness type deal. It was just more like, y'all got to understand, you might have some issues going on, but those issues aren't making or breaking you. That's what parents did, and grandparents and great grandparents actually taught kids back then.
Yes.
Like, it was a couple times I was able to fool my grandmother. When I did, I remember when Michael Jordan was retiring, and I want to watch that, and I want to see what it all was about.
Okay.
And I remember when I tricked my grandmother with the code, and she fell victim, and she was like, "It's okay, son. It's okay, baby." But then I told her, I was like, "Granny, I wasn't really sick. I just wanted to watch Michael Jordan in the last day." She's like, "I know, baby. It's okay." So, even grandmama knew. So, but the thing is, it's different now.
It is.
With how we teaching kids and how kids are more vulnerable to those things, right?
Yes. And so, gosh, so much has changed to the point to where, this is another quote out of the book. Adolescents are often more concerned about the threat of social death than physical death.
Okay, you're going to have to elaborate on that social death a little bit, because that's something. I didn't think there was something called social death out here, but I guess it is.
Yes. So TikTok has these challenges. And there was like the hot chip challenge, and they had a couple of other challenges to where these adolescents want to be in the in crowd. They want to feel included, and so they like, well, so and so doing the challenge, I'm gonna go ahead and do the challenge too. But some of these kids have actually passed away from these challenges, and people are not talking about that. That is called social death. They not even worried about getting murdered, shot, stabbed. No, they worried about social media death. Isn't that crazy?
Very interesting, because you know what? And what's so crazy? I watched a challenge that was being done at one point in time. And with that challenge, the kids were actually like suffocating each other. They were putting their hands on the chest and seeing how long they would be out for, and they bring them back. They thought that was cool.
Yeah, they think it's funny.
And I watched that and I was like, whoa. I was like, that's pretty deep.
Now think about when we were growing up, could we do something like that? Were we recording things like that?
No, look here, man. I remember one time, I have a twin brother. Me and my twin brother was fighting. Okay, we were fighting. We was getting like, I'm telling, like, we used to fight. I'm talking about like hard chokeholds, some punches to the stomach and the gut. We was in the pain. And I remember one time I choked my brother so hard that he passed out. I freaked out.
You freaked out.
Now, I freaked out.
You didn't go with your phone and like, oh, look at brother.
Exactly. That wasn't no challenge back then. That was like, whoa,
that was
hold
real
on.
life.
Because I knew that there was an instance where like this fool could be dead. Like my brother,
you can have problems now.
Like my brother could be gone. That's real life. Just saying, and the kids want to do it as a challenge. You know what I mean? That's wild stuff. We girl. Yeah, that's wild.
So there's another quote that says, now necessary to gain acceptance from peers, oxygen of adolescence to avoid online shaming, which is the nightmare of adolescents. They're worried about not being in the in crowd, not being accepted. We didn't grow up like that, and there's a change. And I had to realize, because I thought that when I had a child that I was going to raise my child the way that I grew up. No, I can't do that, because times has changed. I have to reprogram my own self in order to make sure that I'm still raising him in the real life world and not the virtual world, and not allowing the virtual world to raise my child.
You know what, you're right. And we talked about this a little bit before the show. We talked about, what was that game you said? Roblox?
Yes.
Roblox, yeah. And it's a virtual, Roblox is okay, for the ones that don't know, okay, Roblox is a virtual world, right? Isn't that okay? We got the little man coming on, y'all. We got the little man to talk about some things real quick. What you want to be? You want to be right here, Brett? It don't matter. Okay, he gonna get over there by mama. There.
Come on.
By mama on the cat so we can see you. So we got little man Braylon in the house. Okay, Braylon is gonna speak about this a little bit. So, little man, tell us a little bit about Roblox, man.
So Roblox is like this game where you can play with other people that you don't really know. And some of those kids been kidnapped before cuz I'm on YouTube a lot looking at these things.
Yeah.
And now they're just making games about these things.
So you saying some of the kids have actually been kidnapped? So what?
Yes.
Okay, so my question is, little man, how come the kids have been kidnapped? Are they going online sharing their information, their personal information online?
Yes, there's old people that's playing this. That's old.
And they preying on the kids pretty much. They're looking for young boys and girls like you. That's crazy.
Yes.
That's wild.
And so what I told him, first off, I had to learn the game because I'm watching what you're doing at the end of the day.
Okay.
I feel that that's something that a lot of parents are not doing. They're not looking and listening to what's going on. I'm going to look and listen what's going on. And so
True.
I watched one day and I saw there was a lot of name calling, a lot of where you live at. And so what I did, you remember what I did? What I do?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. So
He said, I don't want to repeat that. I don't want to let everybody know what you did.
So what I did was I hid the chat. There's a chat that goes on with all of this information. So I hid the chat from him so nobody would be able to talk to him and he wouldn't be able to talk to other people because of this information that they're doing.
Okay, that's a good that's a real good thing to do. Okay, parents, are you listening?
Yeah.
Parents, are you listening? Where are your children? Hold on, let me do this. Where's your child? It's 9 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Yeah.
Okay, and now they ain't even got to be outside. They ain't even got to be outside, y'all. They could be in the house doing all of this stuff here, talking to these people, and you don't know. And you know what? It's kind of like I used to play Call of Duty a lot.
Okay.
And when I played Call of Duty a lot, what we used to do was we used to go ahead and I used to be talking to people, and it used to be people just talking straight trash on there. Just craziness.
Yes.
And it's like you get to the point to where if you were the leader of the room, we had to start muting people.
Okay.
Because they was talking so much trash.
Okay.
And
was trash talking, which is what people do in football games, basketball games.
This is true. It get a little excessive, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
But now we're asking children where they stay at and where your mama at.
And you know the young kids don't know any better.
They gonna talk. Kids this age, they gonna talk and tell. Unless you talk to your kids and you tell them XYZ. Don't do that. Stranger danger. Y'all so quick to be like, oh, my baby can't go outside on the corner unless I'm outside looking for him because of the stranger dangers. But you're not looking at stranger dangers. That's in the virtual world.
That's true. That's true. You got to look at it from all sides. You got to be able to pay attention to this from all sides.
Because these kids they're paying attention and they're looking. And I feel that if you are not careful with prioritizing your children, because people be real quick to prioritize whoever they dating.
That's true.
They get a phone call real quick for some adult things.
This is very true.
Adult things. They got all the energy. They ain't tired from work no more.
Y'all be out here.
They ain't tired from work no more. But to be quick to tell that baby, go sit down, go somewhere. I ain't got time, tired. Then what do you think would happen if you had something very important to tell me? Something was going on at school. And I blew you off and I said, go on somewhere. I don't feel like it today. How would that make you feel? Like, what would you?
I'll just cry. I'll just be in my room crying and saying, I don't want to be here anymore. She's not paying attention to me and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm just gonna go to the, another home or something. I'm gonna go to my neighbor's house.
See what I'm talking about? When you don't pay attention to your kids.
And you know what? That's a real thing, yo.
It is.
That's a real thing.
It
You know
is.
what? When that it's kind of crazy, yo. I'm okay. Y'all know how it is. I talk about a little bit of my life as well. So when we start looking at this, I remember there were times when my mom didn't want to be bothered with me.
Yeah.
When I was little.
Yeah.
You know, and I had that feeling of like, you know, well, okay, I feel like going to my grandparents' house.
Yeah.
Because they care. I ain't trying to say, Mom, you didn't care. That's just how I felt. You know, I was young. You know, that's how I felt, you know. So that's how it was. We got some comments from Braylon out here, man.
Oh.
Kim says he speaks well on the mic.
Thank you. He gets it from his mom. So with me being in media and radio stations, I've had to take him along with me. And so this is my second business. And like I said, he has his own business. So I did educate him on how to speak and how to have manners because it will take you very far.
Very true.
Thank
That's
you,
awesome.
Kim.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, what I want to do is I would love to open up the phone lines, yo. For real, because you know what? Okay, I want to let y'all know this is the first time Life Coach Jeff did opened up the phone lines here. Okay. And what we're going to do is I'm going to give y'all this number to call. Okay. And when I give y'all this number to call, don't blow it up too hard, but blow it up just enough. Okay. Hold on. Here we go, y'all. Hold on. Let me get there. I'm sorry. We got to get together sometime. Here's the lineup, people. But y'all need to go ahead and give us a call. It's 773-462-4447. Once again, y'all can now give us a call or shoot us a text at 773-462-4447 to chime in on this topic for today. And while y'all doing that, we got a nice little segue coming through. And with this segue, I need to let y'all know, after the Life Coach Jeff show, we have Mixtape Monday with Julian St. Chris from 6 to 8 p.m. And we also have the Dining Lynn Big Show from 8 to 10 p.m. So that is our lineup for today, y'all. So please, the phone lines are warming up and coming in hot. So listen, y'all. Also, if you do have music that you would like to be played on the radio, or you would like to purchase a package from us, okay? Again, email us at bigsradio@gmail.com or give us a call at 773-462-4447. But right now, give us a call on that line if you want to tap in to the Life Coach Jeff show and give us your opinion on today's topic of the anxious generation. Right,
Yes.
Ash? Man, that's awesome. And I want to tell you something about this. When we talk again, y'all, we talked a little bit before the show and everything. And there was such a big difference, like we said, in generations. Even when we talked about, you know, me fighting my brother, you know, and not wanting to record, that is a challenge. I was actually nervous about something being wrong with him. Kids are enjoying this stuff now. And I just asked the question, because I'm the life coach, I could do this. Who raising these babies out here? I just want to ask, who raising the children? Because real talk, you got to put some more film. Maybe they need to go over Big Mama house just a little bit more.
That's right.
Do they have a Big Mama house to go
That's
to?
right.
Do they have a Big Mama to go over?
That's
now?
right.
Because I thought Big Mama now, she 40 years old.
Yeah, she sure is.
And ain't got no wisdom.
And great grandma.
I'm just saying.
That is,
And you know, the ages are just a little different. They just a little different.
mm-hmm.
And again, I'm not trying to criticize. I'm just saying, you know, who's raising the kids? You know, who's raising the kids out here? That's all I want to know, you know? So that's how I feel about it. So we gonna make it happen. But that's my question for the day. Here you go. Who's raising these babies?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a valid question, don't you think?
It is. It is. I also want to read another.
Go ahead, read, girl.
So it says, this book is not just for parents, teachers, and others who care for or about children. It is for anyone who wants to understand how the most rapid rewiring of human relationships and consciousness in human history has made it harder for all of us to think, focus, forget ourselves enough to care about others and build close relationships. The Anxious Generation is a book about how to reclaim human life for human beings in all generations.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel that with social media and even radio and TV, everything is so given to the children nowadays to where uh even some of the schools are having an issue with don't bring your phone, don't bring your phones in the classroom. They want to Google everything. They want to bring up the calculator. And so therefore, with the phones being able to do so much, are you using your brain anymore? Because you need your brain in the real world.
You know what? I hear you. We got some comments, yo. I asked who raising these kids. Dale Gregg says the women.
Oh,
just the women.
Oh,
that's old school. He might have an old school perspective on this. He said the women, so we gonna get his perspective on this as well. But that's what he said. He's saying the women, and Danielle Jemison said nobody. But she also said they just growing up in the streets raising them. You know. And do we have a call? We have a text. Okay, we have a text.
Ooh.
Let's go ahead and read this here. It says, hey, Braylon and Ashley, it's Sam. I have a question. I'm wondering how you navigate your child asking you to push your parenting boundaries due to their peers being allowed to do something they are not allowed to do.
Okay, so let me say who Sam is. Thank you so much for tuning in, Sam. So Samantha is actually on the PTO board with me at the school. And so we just started having these discussions once a month about the book.
Okay.
And Sam is also a school counselor, not at the eating school, but she's a school counselor. And she has, she got, talk about the kids. Rodney.
Rodney is my friend. Like we've been friends since kindergarten. We've been friends for a long time, and we're really good friends too. We used to play basketball together, and we still play basketball together.
Okay, and then she got two other kids.
Ooh. And then she got Silas, and I forgot the other one name.
Okay.
And then a baby sister.
Okay. All right, Jeff. I'm sorry. Can you read the question over?
Oh, let me get that back. Let me see. Okay, it says, I have a question. I'm wondering how you navigate your child asking you to push your parenting boundaries due to their peers being allowed to do something that they're not allowed to do. So
yeah, okay, like, I got you.
You know what I mean? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
and the comment section is blowing up. So we're going to hit up these comments in a second.
I bet.
We're going to hit them up.
See, this is a topic we needed to discuss. Okay. So what mommy says goes, not what your peers say, not what social media says.
It is as simple as that.
To me, yes. And the reason why is because mommy is setting you up for real life.
Okay.
I can't say that social media is setting up these kids for real life, especially because there's a lot of fake news and fake information that's going on. So I'm going to, Sam, just like we discussed at the meeting, I'm going to make sure that I talk to my child before they peers, before the world tell them anything that I'm not going to approve of. So I want to try to get to everything first before anybody else tells him something that's incorrect.
Okay. Comment section's blowing up. Here we go. Hold on. Teresa McDuffie says, let's tap into what Teresa McDuffie says. She says, this current generation has no boundaries. Immediate satisfaction is prioritized. The social media version, the viral version is idolized. That is very true.
Wow.
Because all the kids are trying to catch something today. They just and what they're trying to catch is, what can I do to go viral? How crazy can I be? How wild can I be?
What show did we watch and they had influencers on there? You remember what show we just watched?
I think it was called influences. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I can't remember.
Okay, so we watched a magic show.
Okay.
And so not talk about all. We watched a magic show, and the guy had influencers on there. He made a statement. The statement said, it was 3 of them. And they had, to my knowledge, they went viral a few times, and they had over 60,000 followers. And he said, can influencers be influenced? Oh, I'm gonna say it again. He said,
please say
can influencers be influenced? Do you know they said no? And then he did a challenge on them. It wasn't a magic trick. People would think it's a magic trick because he did a mental thing on them.
Okay.
And come to find out, they all failed at the end.
Okay.
Because these influencers, they get so big overnight.
Exactly.
To where
Yeah.
when they are when they have to go out and do press and media and interviews, they don't know what they doing. They don't know the business. Now they done jumped into it and say, I'm famous. I done went viral, but they don't know nothing else besides that. So they think they know it all.
Exactly. Okay. And once again, I want to let y'all know while we having this topic, the phone lines are still open. We missed out on one call. And I believe we know who that was calling. We did screen the call, so we know who that was calling. But give us a call once again, 773-462-4447. If you cannot get through, call again. And eventually you will get through. Once again, that number is 773-462-4447. Okay, man, the chat is still blowing up here. Hold on, y'all. I have some things that I have to get to. Okay, we got to go back. Bel Air Bibbs said, can't be the women. That's when I asked who was raising the children, right? He said it can't be the women because the women in the clubs. So who watching the babies? He said, let me mind my business because 10 years of my son's life, I've seen him every day of his life. So, well, I'm raising my kid. He letting you know he raised the kid. He said, I don't think I'm using him because I said, okay, brother, I can't get that one, but it's okay. It should be okay. He said it should be explained why you should do what you do.
I agree.
And what are the benefits of why you do
it. Okay.
Yes. So go ahead. He said, sorry, he's speaking to using the speak to text while he driving. You know, shout out to my boy. He driving right now.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Bella. We appreciate you, big dog.
He's absolutely right. And the reason why I'm the look, he said right. So the reason why I say that is because what you always ask me when I say something. What's the one word? It starts with a W.
What are you doing?
No. You ask. He asks why.
That's
what
big.
The kids say.
Why?
I said, don't look both ways when you cross the street. Don't be on the phone past 9 o'clock. Why? Right? And I mean, we did it back in the day too. But before he can even ask why, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm telling you.
Okay. And
I'm gonna let you make the conscious decision. And I don't care. I've been doing this with him since he was able to comprehend, and they're able to comprehend at a very young age.
This is true. Very true.
So, and people will say, well, he speaks so well and he does this so well. It's because I didn't baby him. I didn't goo gaga him.
Yeah.
I told him the real deal. And then I'm setting you up for life to make a decision now. I told you don't cross the street without looking because of this. Now, if you choose to cross that street without looking, this is what's gonna happen.
Now, see,
the choice is yours.
And that's what I like. You giving Braylon the real. And you know what? I feel that with the generation of kids, not like you said, it's because of that whole fantasy driven life of social media, thinking that you know, we can do things one way or this way or blah, 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 whoop-de-woo. It's the fantasy. You know, we got to start. The kids have to stop living in fantasy. And let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Some of these adults be living in a fantasy too. I just want to be real because some of y'all need to change too. But again, I'm the life coach. I can say it if you don't. So what did Teresa McDuffie say again? She said, okay, the streets were raising us millennials and the generations before. After us, technology took over, and the idea of something became more important than the reality.
Yes.
Ooh wee. Yes. Ooh wee. That's heavy.
That my cousin.
Your cousin.
That my cousin.
Your cousin heavy. Your cousin is heavy.
Yeah.
That's good stuff right there. I do understand that. Yo, that's wild. Shout out to Stephanie Guy's child. She says, "Hey y'all from Real Life Topics Podcast, our newest member to the
Real
team. Yeah, one of our newest members to the team. Her and oh my gosh, what's her name? Carmisha. I believe her name is Carmisha. Stephanie and Carmisha.
Hey guys.
Real Life Topics Podcast. Y'all tap in Thursday nights. Okay, Thursday nights. From I believe it's 7 to 8. Yeah, Thursday nights 7 to 8. They tapping in. So y'all need to tune in, baby. Tune in. Real Life Topics Podcast. Okay. She chimed in. That's why I gave her the shout out. That's why I did it, y'all. She chimed in. If you chime in as well, baby, guess what? You just might get the shout out.
Yes.
I'm just saying. Real quick, let's do some shout outs, right? Don't we? Well, let's do some shout outs. Real quick, shout out to Travell Stewart Jr., Stephanie Guy's child, Letitia Halt Marie. Who else we got? Emil Washington, Daryl Gregg, Donna Lynn Biggs, Melissa Flynn, and Danielle Jemison. We thank y'all for tapping in and listening. And there's so many more. You know, we got the cities in the house, baby. We got Kansas City. Who else? We got we do always have Chicago. You know, Chicago's always our virtual listen there as well.
Yes.
Who else we got? I believe we had Kansas City. I said Kansas City.
Yes.
Okay, Mississippi. And I think it was something else going on. I can't remember the other name, y'all. I'm sorry. But just to let y'all know, we do have people tapping in. And just to let y'all know, we had 3.8 million listeners last year. That's how many listeners we had on the station alone. So when I tell y'all, Biggs Radio is really doing some things, okay? Biggs Radio is really doing it out here. Listen, we can't do none of this without everybody that's involved. And the fact that we did that feat of almost 4 million listeners, we right at the peak of 4 million listeners. We might as well just say it's 4 million listeners, right? Station-wide. We out here. 3.8 million listeners in 2025. We in the game. We tapped in. Come on, y'all. Biggs Radio, we not playing around. I just want to let y'all know. 312 Awards. We are nominated for, what is that? Best radio station of the year or radio station of the year?
Radio station of the year.
So we nominated for it. I'm just letting y'all know. Okay.
And Midwest Ash is nominated for Manager of the Year.
Yes, she is Manager of the Year. So please tap in with Midwest Ash, y'all. Okay, because she do her thing. But I'm glad y'all tapped in. Okay. Kimberly said, we out here.
Yes.
We out here, Kim. They see us. Y'all see us. Okay, I just had to say that. But yes, this is a great discussion that we're talking about today. Again, y'all, we are talking about the anxious generation, how social media is impacting them, and the difference between how, you know, we didn't have all that growing up back then. We never paid attention to none of that. We was influenced by the television.
We were
some
radio
games.
And TV.
We're more radio and TV influenced.
Yes.
But it wasn't more like we weren't trying to keep up with the Joneses. We were
not in a virtual world.
Exactly, not in that virtual way. Because the thing is, when you keep up with the Joneses in the virtual way, it gets real. You're reaching so many more people.
Great segue.
You're reaching so many people.
Great segue.
The thing is, and when you're reaching all these people now, you're not trying to. It used to be we were just getting the approval of our peers. Now we're trying to get the approval of everybody.
Do you, okay, now that you just said that, I want you to say it again to the camera. They have to get the approval of everyone. So what does that do to your mental?
Okay.
Great segue. Let
me talk to the people here. You know, when you're constantly trying to chase after the, what is that word we say? You want to be pacified by others. You want to be pacified by others. You want that fulfillment, acknowledgement of what people think. You're not even chasing what you're supposed to be getting out of life. And these are kids being programmed like this. Kids are being programmed to chase after the next best thing instead of trying to understand and live life and to see what it is to be happy. Being a child, playing on your video game in a normal, regular way. Not the trash talking, not talking to the younger people to sit up here and the older people to give away your address and all that. No, because we didn't have all that back then. You know, it's messing with the psyche of these children.
That's right.
And since it's messing with the psyche of these children, now they have a hard time even socializing.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Socializing. Because the thing is, these kids now, they're so used to being behind a screen.
Yes.
That's what they hide behind. So now when you put them in front of other children, now what are we talking about?
How to play.
They don't know how to play games with each other. They don't talk.
So they also call this generation, Generation Z. They also call them the phone based. And it's another quote in here. It says, they tell us to get off our devices and regain control of our minds. Don't waste the rest of your time here worried about other people unless it affects the common good. It will keep you from doing anything useful. You'll be too occupied with what so-and-so is doing and what they're saying and what they're thinking and what they're up to and all these things that are throwing you off and keeping you from focus on your mind and what you need to do.
Look at that. Didn't we say that? Didn't we say it? I'm just saying. We said it, didn't we, Ash? And it's right there in the book.
I'm reading quote. And this is also on Kindle.
It's where?
Kindle.
Okay, on Kindle. Okay.
It's on Kindle.
So again, y'all, the message is it's 5:41 p.m. Where are your children? Do you know where your children are? Do you know what they're doing? Do you know what they're thinking? Are you having a conversation? Are you pulling them off to the side and saying, hey, how was your day today?
That's right.
Okay.
On a daily, because as Braylon stated, it makes him feel sad. And the word that is going around with these adolescents is they're depressed.
And that's kind of wild to me.
Depressed.
How does a child at that age even know what depression is or what it looks like?
Well, I'm going to say again, they looking at the parents. That's number one.
Okay, they're emulating what they're doing.
Because the parents will go around and say, I'm tired. You stressing me out. So now that is being, that has went into the subconscious of the child.
Yes.
To where they could possibly repeat what is going on. But these children are depressed because they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. And I'm going to tell you, there's actually a chart in here from 2004 to 2020. Major depression among teens.
Oh, wow.
Girls, 145% increase since 2010.
Wait, hold on. You said an 145% increase
since 2010. And now they said girls got it the worst with social media. Boys.
Well.
But this one with depression.
Okay.
161% increase.
Oh, wow.
Since 2010.
161% increase in boys.
From 2004.
Oh, wow.
Now that's just depression. Now they also have a chart in here. Mental illness among college students.
Yeah.
Anxiety. Let me say the chart. I apologize, you guys. So the year is 2008 to 2018. Okay. They have the disorders as bipolar. They have ADHD, anorexia, depression, anxiety, schizophrenia. Schizophrenia. And then we haven't even touched on the subject of substance abuse or addiction.
And you know what? I want to say this to everybody who's listening and watching as well. I strongly believe that we are dealing with a lot of this stuff now because we are missing out on the values of family. The value of what it is for a family to come together, to do things together, to talk, to have these conversations.
Yes.
You know, we want to be so quick to just whisk the child away to go do something.
Don't get out of my face.
Yeah, so that way we can have our own time as adults to do what we want to do. That we tend to forget that these are children. They do have feelings. And if you don't talk about this stuff with your child, they will go to someone else.
That's right.
And talk about this stuff
or
with them.
something,
or put it into something. Yes,
substance abuse.
Yes, that substance abuse part, and that's what's so crazy. You know what? Even with a lot of the songs that are out now with these young kids, when you listen to it, a lot of these songs are very depressing. This is why I don't tap into a lot of music now.
If you listen to it, don't listen to it. If it's gonna put you in that sad, mad mindset, don't listen to it. Find something else. There's plenty of other genres.
But we got to remember though, like I said earlier, though, it ties into the values that's being taught at the home.
Yeah.
If the parents aren't trying to screen these things, like you said, you had to listen to the chat to see what was going on Roblox. You disabled the chat, so Braylon wouldn't have to hear none of that stuff. And I feel that parents have to take a more proactive approach that way. What they have to do is they have to start screening. They have to stop. I believe the term is gentle parenting. I believe that's the term. I believe that was a term that was done back in the day, but now it's starting to resurface. That gentle parenting. And with that gentle parenting, it's okay. I'm sorry, the mic got a little loud, y'all. The mic got, I heard it right through the thing. I heard it. The problem is that it's okay to pacify your children in some things. Teach them though. Teach them the way. Show them right and wrong. And what Bel Air Biv said, explain to them.
That's right.
Why things are done a certain way. And if they choose to go that route, they're going to experience a little something.
Like we were saying, and Sam could vouch for me. We were saying the kids gotta learn. They gotta fall down and bump their head. We fell and bumped our head.
And come on, I say this even as adults with men. I say the way that the best way for a man to learn from his adolescence to adulthood, and even beyond that, is that man has to fall and bump his head. The best way for your daughter, to go through some stuff. She got to fall and bump her head sometimes. Mommy and daddy ain't always gonna be there to save you.
No.
So but that's why I like what you're doing, Ash. I like how you're teaching that these types of ways and these types of values to Braylon. So that way, he has that, he doesn't have that false sense of reality. He can look at something and be able to assess it with the mind that he has, because parents, your kids are actually smarter than what you think. I need y'all to know that. Your kids are actually way smarter than what you think. If they can pick up a tablet and find out information about you or look for you, and they can probably know some things that you haven't even shown them. Okay. They got the brains and the sense and the wherewithal to know how to do all this stuff. So stop treating kids like they're ignorant now.
Yes.
Especially because they have way more information and way more access to things.
Yes.
More than what we did. We used to have to pick up a book or watch something. Like really, why? I mean, like go to a specific place to watch something so we can get the information.
Yeah.
Everything. Like we were around when YouTube started kind of picking up a little bit.
Yes.
So we were able to go to YouTube, but YouTube wasn't as big as it was.
Yeah.
Now you can literally, I just had to watch something today because one of my cars is messed up. So I had to Google and research that, Information is everywhere. That's the point I'm trying to make.
It is. And if you utilize it correctly, you can change your mindset and your life if you utilize it correctly.
That's true.
And that's something that you need to be telling the kids is how to use it correctly. They want to use it and scroll and talk stuff and body shame and shame and all of that. But you need to be telling them the real. And I got another.
I got one more. Let me do something. One more comment. Hold on real quick because Samantha Mitchell said something here. That's Sam, right? Is that Sam? Samantha Mitchell. That's a different Sam.
No,
okay.
That's Sam.
That's Sam. Okay. Sam says surround your kids with like-minded kids.
There we
and
go.
Parents.
Oh,
I think that's big. I think that's very big because the parents, y'all, in most cases, the kids when they talking, they playing and having fun, but the parents, you need to make sure that, girl, you cooking with grease right now, some real hot bacon fat. You cooking with it.
I like Sam.
And be involved and stay involved.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to know what's going on because if I have a quiet household and you got a loud household, y'all got drugs and alcohol and folks cussing and things like that. And it's fine to have two different parental skills. That's just fine. But I can't really have my child seeing those things because they gonna see it outside in the world. I can't have my child going to your house and those things are going on. So now it's opening up doors and things that I wasn't ready to talk about and discuss, because I don't do it at my house, but it's absolutely fine. So I want to read y'all another quote out the book. An important feature of depression for this book is it's linked to social relationships. People are more likely to become depressed when they become, feel, or socially disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
The depression when making people feel less interest and being able to seek out social connections.
That's what we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
They're not knowing how to interact with each other.
Yeah. And the kids are watching. So sometimes they could listen and look at the conversations that we have as parents when we get together, because we're they look up to us. They look up to us. And so you gotta treat that as your own friends in a sense. And becoming a mother, I didn't realize that was a thing to where I have to find like-minded parents in order for I feel more comfortable to for my son to be around certain kids. And I won't let him, and he'll tell you, I'll say, I don't like that. I don't think you should communicate with that person, because that person is not saying and doing things in the correct way. So how do you feel about that when I talk to you?
What do you mean?
How do you feel about, like, when I say that you shouldn't be friends with a certain person because they not good for you? Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right. Some people I don't talk to because the way they act.
Right.
And like I used to be friends with this one person.
Don't say their name.
I'm not.
Go ahead.
I used to be friends with this one person. So I was playing basketball with him one day. And he was playing basketball with my other friend. So I started playing basketball with them. And then he got so mad that he went to go play with somebody else. I didn't understand that. Like, who? And then he said, "Who invited you?" Like, I can invite myself if I want to.
Okay. All right. Okay.
The baby is so profound, isn't it? So profound. So profound. And we are having issues streaming to my Facebook page. You know what, StreamYard.
Oh, we talking real.
We need to get y'all together. You know why they tried to cut a brother off? I think they tried to cut a brother off because we got a message for today. That's what happens when the life coach get to coughing. I say get to coughing. Jesus, but when I get to talking, I think sometimes what happens is, the powers that be, they be listening.
Yeah.
So once again, y'all, we in the building, and I have Midwest Ash in the building with me today, talking about some things. Yo, we in the building, we locked in, baby. WCHI Biggs Radio Chicago. Once again, shout out to JJ Weinberg, who was just tapping in. Joseph Johnson as well. My people are in the house, y'all. We here. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Because this is what we do. Charles Marfo in the building as well. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in on the Life Coach Jeff Show on WCHI Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay. And again, we are online radio box. So please, if you would like to tap in, if my live stream ever screws up for any particular reason, because the live stream ain't on us. The live stream, not on us. Them the people that we stream through. Not the radio signal. The radio signal good. WCHI Biggs Radio strong. The Wi-Fi strong, but sometimes StreamYard be kind of iffy. They just be Now, if I want better signal and I want to say something, StreamYard, you can sponsor. Send me some moolah.
Midwest Ash 1 on IG. DM us.
There it is. That's who we get.
Facebook Ashley Reevely. DM us, and I will send a proposal.
There you go. Let them know, girl. Let them know. See, beautiful. Can you deny that face? Look at that. But all right, y'all, listen, we only got 6 more minutes left in the game. Listen, and Ash, I've really enjoyed this conversation that we've had today.
We just scratched the surface. I'm going to be honest.
And I know we did.
If I come back, we just talked about the first two.
Oh yeah, 'cause let me tell you, the people been tapping in, everybody been listening and all that. Yeah, we got to make that happen for real. So yeah, go ahead, shout out real quick where they can find you, your socials, the whole nine. My sister, let's get it.
Okay, so next time I come on here,
let them know.
I want to talk about how when playing these games, you see a behavior change in your child. Woo-hoo-hoo! Y'all better tune into that. It's going to be sometime next month. But again, my name is Midwest Ash. You can find me on Facebook at Ashley Reevely. Last name is REA. V as in Victor, LEY. I am also on IG. It is Midwest Ash 1. If you are looking to text for event coordinator or for any of my clients, the business line is 708-505-6605.
There we go, y'all. And all right, y'all, remember, like I said, we are getting ready. We got about 4 more minutes till we get ready for Mixtape Monday with Julian St. Chris from 6 to 8 p.m. And then we have the Dinah Lynn Big Show from 8 to 10 p.m. And then we have Bedtime Stories with Al Greer, okay? Putting you to bed, but never to sleep, baby. Dr. Al Greer is in the building. So we got him coming up from, I believe, 10 to midnight, y'all. So it's a good deal. It's a good thing. We got y'all locked and loaded on Mondays. So, all right, y'all. We're going to give y'all some time to go ahead and jam out to a little bit of music here. And we're going to close out here on the Life Coach Jeff Show. And we have had not just myself, but we had Midwest Ash in the building doing her thing.
Yeah. And what's your name?
Braylon.
There it is. And Braylon, the young man Braylon. So, all right, y'all. It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live on WCHI Biggs Radio Chicago. And listen, as always, we expect to see y'all next week live on the Jeff Relaford Show or on the Life Coach Jeff Show. There it is. Even I got to get used to it, y'all. On the Life Coach Jeff Show, because that's what we do here, baby. We go ahead. We give y'all some real good inspiration, motivation, and some real life, baby. That's what we do. So, all right, y'all. It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live. And remember, redirect, regroup, refocus. And I love y'all so, so very much. And as always, peace. Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Relaford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Relaford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Relaford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the Online Radio Box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Relaford on the Jeff Relaford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go.